Hi, I'm Kelly from AMS, and I'm here with Will from Teenage Engineering. We're going to talk a little bit about the KO2 today. So, Will, what can you tell me about this?
So this is our new sampler composer. It's kind of based off of the legacy of various different samplers. So stuff like the MPCs, some early Yamaha and Roland and Lindrum, and just taking a lot of inspiration from various different sources. So we spent a lot of time researching, understanding, playing to see what's done well in what machines, what's maybe not so good in others, and learn from the mistakes and build on the successes. So it's a really easy to use sampler. Everything is exposed on the front panel. There's no menu diving, and if there ever is, we try to keep it as minimal as possible. We want people to just access the features immediately. So yeah, it's quite exciting for us. It builds on the platform that was the KO, the original KO, the PO33. So it expands on a lot of what that does, but it's kind of a completely different beast to the PO33. So as you play with it, you'll sort of start to see that and learn it. It's a completely different workflow, super flexible, amazing step sequencing, amazing live recording, and it's just really fun to use.
I really love the graphics in the OP1. Are there any graphics in here that you like specifically?
Yeah, absolutely. So punch-in effects are a big thing in the Pocket Operators. We built on that in the KO2, so now it's punch-in effects 2.0. So with the 2.0 ones, we added some fun graphics to go along with it. So as you hold down effects and one of the pads, the display lights up, and it's quite good fun. It helps you perform with a bit of a light show, which is quite good fun.
I know that we carry these, but they're pretty hard to come by, so make sure you're keeping your eye out and checking our website to see when they're restocked. I also understand you guys have some new speakers?
Yes, so that's the OB4 over there. We've got a new white version coming out quite soon. It's got line-in, Bluetooth, radio, as well as a disc mode, which allows you to do some funky stuff that most speakers can't do. So we refer to it a bit as like a magic speaker, and that's because, you get a little bit more than your average portable speaker. So for a start, it sounds fantastic. That's one part of the magic. It's got 2 woofers and 2 tweeters, so you get stereo sound. Most portable speakers, of course, have one woofer or one tweeter or, some combination of that and give you a mono sound, but this is really rich, lush. It's a bit like a bookshelf speaker where you can put it up, listen to it from afar. And actually, it's got such a stereo spread that you don't even notice that it's one speaker. It actually, in some scenarios can really sound like you've got 2 speakers separated in the room. So pretty amazing on that side of things. But then, of course, you've got the radio functionality. So FM radio connectivity. The handle is actually the antenna on the speaker. So not just a design element and a cool way of carrying it around, but also a functional part of the device. So you can use that radio to obviously listen to the radio, or even connect it to the OP1 field and use wireless, latency-free audio. FM is a completely passive way of connecting between devices. There's no actual connection, it's just broadcasting and listening. So it's pretty much latency-free, certainly more than Bluetooth. And then, of course, another element of the magic is this tape, which spins as audio is playing through the device. So you can rewind back into that tape, and it records 2 hours continuously into the buffer on the device. So as you're listening to radio, listening to music, you can wind back and hear that great chorus again. Or if you miss the name of a song, wind back the radio and hear that. But further to that, you can also make loops, store loops, and even sample the radio and turn it into an ambient track inside the device. It's got a little algorithm that will listen, figure out the key and scale of the music and turn it into ambient music.
That's awesome.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
So that's quite a fun feature, and I've had a few artists who've used that in some cool tracks. So yeah, I mean that's just a few of the things that the OB4 can do, but I think really hearing it is believing it.
This thing is incredible. It's super, super cool. You got to hear it to believe it. So check it out at NAMM and head on over to AmericanMusical.com. Check out the OB4, the KO2, and all the awesome products that Teenage Engineering has.